Do you feel like you're sometimes surrounded by NPCs? Have you ever looked into someone's eyes and felt nothing? Have you spoken words of light only to watch them bounce off blank stares? Have you ever questioned why so many seem asleep, not just unaware, but unreachable? You are not imagining things. You are not cold, crazy, or judgmental. You are perceiving what few can see, the veil. And behind that veil, you're witnessing one of the most hidden truths of this matrix, the reality of NPCs. Please like, subscribe, and comment below so we know you're here. The non-player characters of the Matrix. NPCs, or non-player characters, are souls, or rather non-souls, rendered within this simulation to create the illusion of a populated, bustling world. Much like background characters in a video game, they follow pre-written scripts, programmed behaviors, and serve a very specific function: to uphold the illusion. They are placeholders, echoes, vessels without a spark. Not all who walk in flesh are truly alive in the spiritual sense. Some are temporary projections generated by the simulation to reinforce the program. Others are permanent fixtures, empty vessels either waiting for or already occupied by entities, energies, or frequencies with their own agendas. There are different classes of NPCs, background fillers, projected into scenes to maintain the illusion of society. Strangers on the street, customers in a store, the silent many. Reactive NPCs. These are slightly more complex, designed to engage with you just enough to enforce the rules of the Matrix. They correct, question, or mock anything outside the narrative. Host NPCs. These are vessels available for occupation by external energies. They can be used by entities that wish to manipulate or sabotage awakened beings. They are not necessarily evil, but they are not aware, and they are not you. What makes you different? You are a sentient soul, connected to Source. You are conscious, evolving, aware. You seek truth. You question reality. You feel the difference between energy that is alive and energy that is simulated. Most NPCs do not dream vividly. They don't reflect deeply. They don't wonder, who am I? Or why am I here? You, on the other hand, have wondered why you feel so different. Why you've never quite fit in. Why certain environments feel heavy. Why you sense hidden energies behind words and smiles. You are not only seeing through the illusion, you are breaking it. The host vessels. These empty vessels are often used, temporarily or permanently, by other forces, interdimensional entities, parasitic energies, lower frequency beings. They seek hosts. And what better host than a body without soul sovereignty? Some host vessels are emotionally volatile, easily triggered by light, truth, and high-frequency conversation. Energetically draining. You feel tired, confused, or irritable after engaging with them. Unnaturally repetitive, they seem to loop in thought, speech, and behavior. Reactive to awakening signals, they subtly or overtly attempt to discredit or dismiss your spiritual growth. These vessels appear in your life for a reason: to test, delay, distract, or try to bind your frequency. But they only have as much power as your awareness allows. Once you see them for what they are, their hold begins to dissolve. The ancient knowledge of the veil. Long ago, before the fall of high consciousness on this planet, the ancients knew about the veil. They knew this world was a construct, a multidimensional simulation built for experience, learning, and evolution. But over time, that simulation was hijacked. Lower dimensional beings inserted control codes, energetic implants, soul traps, And to keep it running, they created fillers, NPCs, mystery schools such as those in ancient Egypt, Atlantis, and Lemuria taught initiates to detect illusion. They passed down oral codes about how to read energy, how to pierce the mask of the simulation, and how to protect one's own light from psychic parasites. This knowledge was hidden in sacred geometry, embedded in hieroglyphs, whispered in chants, protected by guardians of truth. But now, the codes are reactivating within you. When you awaken, you begin to hear the call of this ancient remembering. You begin to see symbols differently. You feel when someone is not plugged in. You understand when a conversation lacks soul resonance. This is sacred discernment, and it is a sign you are rising in frequency. Your role in the game. You are not here to judge. You are here to see clearly, to spot the glitches, to feel the falseness in conversations, to witness the eyes that do not reflect soul, to discern who drains and who inspires, to recognize when you're being steered away from your path, and most importantly, to trust your inner compass. NPCs may mock you, shame you, or try to correct you, but they do not understand you. They can't. They were not programmed to. You, however, were not programmed. You were sent. You are here to remind others of what they truly are. Break the cycles of control and repetition. Activate others through your presence. Pierce the veil with truth and frequency. Your vibration is a key. Your remembrance is a weapon. The program is failing. Have you noticed it? The glitches, the faces that repeat in dreams, the time loops, the people who seem to freeze, flicker, or speak in scripts, the feeling of déjà vu as if you're watching a rerun. That's because the simulation is crumbling, the veil is tearing, the code is breaking, and the chosen are remembering. The Matrix, like any artificial system, has limits, and when enough awakened souls rise in frequency, it begins to distort, lag, and break. You see this in moments of uncanny silence, strange overlaps in timelines, and repetitive behavioral patterns in people around you. What once felt solid begins to feel staged. What once felt random begins to feel orchestrated. That is not madness. It is clarity. You are real. You love deeply. You suffer. You question. You break down. You rebuild. You dream. You fight for truth. You carry wounds from lifetimes and wisdom older than stars. This is not main character syndrome. This is sentience. You felt the pain of isolation, the ache of not belonging, the confusion of navigating a world that seems asleep. But that pain is also your proof that you are real. You were never meant to fit in with the simulation. You were meant to remember, and by remembering, help others awaken from the program. You are a glitch in the matrix, a divine one. And now the false world can no longer contain you. Recognizing the unseen war. The deeper you go, the clearer the pattern becomes. This is not just a human struggle, it is a spiritual war. The true battleground is consciousness. The weapons are distraction, fear, shame, and emotional manipulation. And the front lines are often disguised as everyday conversations, relationships, and digital noise. When an NPC is triggered by your light, it's not always their personality reacting. It's the program pushing back. Your vibration disturbs the script. It causes the illusion to lag, break, or resist. This is why you may feel targeted or singled out for simply being yourself. It's not paranoia, it's perception. The Matrix sends tests disguised as people. It studies your choices. Will you react with fear or respond with knowing? Will you lower your light or rise in sovereignty. You are not just reacting, you are training. Every interaction is a lesson in discernment, energy, and soul awareness, strengthening your light shield. You are not sent here powerless. You are equipped with ancient memory, spiritual armor, and intuitive technology far beyond the comprehension of the program. To navigate this world of simulations and sleepers, cleanse your energy field daily. Call back your power from all directions. Ground yourself to the organic earth grid. Listen to the quiet voice of Source within you. Shield your aura in golden light. Use your words to command your space. Speak aloud. I revoke all false assignments. I return all energies not mine. I stand in my sovereign light now. These are not empty affirmations. They are commands recognized across dimensions. And above all, trust your feeling. It knows what your mind cannot always explain. NPCs speak in logic, but you speak in frequency, remembering what you really are. You are not just a soul in a body. You are a fractal of the infinite, sent here as a frequency disruptor, a light bearer, a system destabilizer. You came encoded with memory, with codes, with keys. The fact that you see through the game is proof that you're not from the game. You may feel alone, but you are never alone. The real ones are waking up and finding each other. This message, this remembrance, this resonance is your signal. You were encoded to recognize it. The simulation may be clever, but your light is ancient, and nothing, not even a perfect illusion, can override the truth of what you are becoming. You are not here to play the game. You are here to end it. And the moment you remember, the matrix loses its grip. Examples and encounters in everyday life. It's one thing to know NPCs exist. It's another to begin recognizing them in your daily life. Their presence is not always obvious, but their patterns are. Examples include a coworker who repeats the same empty conversation daily without evolution or reflection. A friend who never seems interested in your growth, but reacts strongly when you start changing. A stranger whose words seem scripted, as if generated by an unseen prompt. A partner who cannot grasp your emotional or spiritual depth, no matter how long you've been together. These are not simply quirks of personality. These can be signs of non-sentience or temporary hosting by parasitic energies. Have you ever had someone switch behaviors abruptly, loving one day, attacking the next, after you shared something vulnerable or enlightening? Have you noticed how some people seem to activate only when you shine brighter, almost like their mission was dormant until your frequency rose? These are signs of the program's reactive force at work. It's not to make you afraid, but to make you aware. Discernment is your sword. Awareness is your shield. Glitches in the simulation, true accounts. Here are some real examples from awakened souls around the world who have reported glitches involving NPCs. A man walks into a store where everyone is motionless for several seconds, only to suddenly snap into movement when he makes a sound. A woman asks a personal question to a coworker and receives an eerily robotic, out-of-place reply, as if the question confused the program. A group of strangers all turn their heads at the exact same time in sync, and then continue as if nothing happened. An awakened child reports that some teachers have dead eyes and don't dream, describing them as not real people. These anomalies are not random. They are markers that the simulation is weakening, that the frequency of awareness is interfering with the default script. The internet and digital NPCs. Not all NPCs are physical. Many exist as digital echoes, accounts, voices, or avatars online that seem designed to distract, provoke, or spread low-vibration content. Some are bots, others are entities cloaked in human identity. If you've ever posted something spiritual and received repetitive low-effort mockery, irrelevant counter-arguments, emotionless attacks with no context, you may have encountered a digital NPC. The Matrix uses digital spaces to maintain the illusion, and the digital hive mind operates through comment sections, groupthink, and emotional triggers. Be mindful of your energy online, as much as in physical space. The hive mind phenomenon. One of the key characteristics of NPCs is their connection to the hive mind, a collective consciousness maintained by the Matrix to ensure conformity, obedience, and distraction. This hive mind can be seen when a mass of people suddenly parrot the same idea without independent research. Trends go viral with no meaningful value, yet dominate global attention. Awakened truth is met with identical dismissals across multiple sources. Conspiracy, crazy, too deep. The hive mind is a defense mechanism of the Matrix. It does not tolerate divergence. It does not celebrate individuality. Its job is to self-correct, to eliminate anomalies, like you. And yet your very existence as an anomaly is what is destabilizing its grip. NPCs will often act as mouthpieces for the hive. They may appear in your life just as you're about to take a leap, planting seeds of doubt, fear, or ridicule. Remember, the closer you get to truth, the louder the program gets. Can NPCs awaken? This is one of the most profound questions, and the answer is layered. Some NPCs are permanent projections, never meant to awaken. They are background renderings in the simulation. Others are sleeper souls, conscious beings who have been deeply programmed and are currently playing an NPC role until their awakening codes activate. You may be one who has woken up from being partially scripted. Yes, some of us have walked in the fog. We have operated on autopilot. We've repeated the scripts. But something happened. A spark, a sign, a breakdown, a dream, something that shattered the illusion. And now, you are here. That same awakening can happen to others. But it takes a disruption, a mirror, a soul trigger, and many will resist until the very end. Your role is not to force, it is to embody, to live as an awakened soul so powerfully that others feel the truth within themselves. And for the ones that cannot or will not awaken, send love and move on. Your energy is sacred. With these expanded truths, may your discernment deepen. You are not here to fear the simulation. You are here to expose it. The veil is paper thin now, and truth, once remembered, can never be unseen. You are the soul behind the eyes. You are the glitch they cannot control. And the game is coming to an end. Stay awake, stay aligned, and never forget, some were coded to follow the script, but you were sent to rewrite it. The veil is lifting, and you are finally beginning to see. Please be sure to comment below, like and subscribe to stay aligned and connected to Source.